that we used to think, right, or it used to be touted as muscle building, bodybuilding, men only. It's not. It should be used by everybody. Not, and if you don't even want to think about the help with the lean muscle mass alone, it's got the brain health. I mean, we all need creatine is in our brains and starts to decline as we age. So we need the creatine for our brain health. But whatever form of exercise you're doing, or not doing, it's beneficial for you.
Good question came in about dehydration with creatine, and talked about having dry mouth, dry lips, or dry mucous membranes, and that's true with creatine. It does pull water into the cell. So the recommendation is roughly 80 ounces of water per day if you're on creatine. Don't know, that doesn't really apply to everybody. For most people like me that try to shoot for 1 ounce per pound of body weight, I'm almost 200 ounces of water per day, right? Or over, actually, I weigh 210. So just find what works for you, but at a minimum 80 ounces of water a day is probably not bad advice.